Hey there, you're at the Uniswap Wyckoff technical analysis session and we'll quickly look at where Uniswap is heading. Is still building towards the buying climax, meaning a higher level than where we are now from both weekly and daily time frames. So let's get started. Here in the weekly, we're seeing the fourth week, with actually the fifth now, that the price is within these two key levels, the green and the light blue, meaning $9 to $11.2. This week earlier, the price tried to break above the two key levels all the way above the $12 blue key level. However, it got pushed down back to where we are now. But the volume itself isn't that crazy, meaning there may still be a chance that the consolidation is still happening within this range, building up the momentum to show us the actual buying climax. So last week we said the buying climax back in March last year, at least it closes around the purple level at $14.20. Of course, the peak was way higher, about $2.70 higher than where the key level is. So it seems like the selling that happened, this long wick at the top, isn't very strong because the volume bar isn't that tall. So it seems the confidence is there for the bullish team. The bearish side, there seems not so much bullets for them to push the price down further, because otherwise we'll see a longer wick over here. So from the picture, it seems like it's still one, well above this upward trend line. Two, it's staying pretty steady around this level, this pretty narrow range over here, the top of the previous two candles as well as the body of the candle 3 weeks earlier. So it's a very narrow range right here, but the price seems to be stabilizing at this range. And if we go to the daily, last time we put in this tag asking, would it stop as at a second test, or would it end up as an upthrust? And it ended up as the latter. So we can confirm we had an upthrust. I'll consider yesterday candlestick something similar to the automatic reaction after the buying climax. Even though the textbook Wyckoff teachings doesn't name it the same necessarily. However, I think you can get the concept. It's like just a normal retracement after a peak. So one interesting observation here, you see yesterday and today the price stayed, yesterday it closed, today it opened above this yellow slope. This slope we talked about, it's the upward channel basically since May or even as early as late April. So far the price has been over the past week entirely staying above the top edge of this box, meaning it's showing some kind of support over here. But we're getting into a very narrow range. You see today's candle is being squeezed within this blue line, this light blue T level, as well as the top edge of this channel box. So in the next few days, it will be, I'm tracking the line over here. So today the chart shows 22nd is already getting to the very tip. So I believe before our next session, the price has to show us a retest towards the blue line for the positive scenario, or it has to come down to the upper half at least of this yellow upward trend or channel to continue its move upwards. hopefully it finds support above this center line. If it really comes down, that means it still possess certain momentum to keep at a healthy level, even though the channel bottom is quite far from here. But as long as it stay above the top half, it's retaining the momentum we have seen since mid-July. So that's the thing that interesting about this channel over here. So we'll keep observing if like this Bollinger Band Kölner squeeze really happens in the next few days, or if it really trade within this range around this light blue key level, the squeeze may likely happen within the week, or like over the weekend maybe even. So when that happens, the bigger price move would happen by then. So like I said, the red bars, if we look at the volume, it isn't that high, while the greens are pretty tall. Well, this tall green bar over here, there was quite a bit of selling whenever it gets to the blue. But if whatever supply that comes out from there has been absorbed by the whales that are trying to, or the bull team that's trying to push the price up further to challenge the purple level, then I think they have gathered sufficient bullets. And let's see in the coming few days, when the price eventually break outside either to the upside above this light blue line, that may be the more likely scenario. The less likely scenario is to return to this upward channel, this yellow channel over here, and maybe taking a longer path to build up to another high. So combining the weekly and daily, it's more likely heading towards buying climax in the weekly. That means the upwards of the distribution in the daily's case. If it comes down, it has to fall outside of this upward trend, meaning the buying climax is pretty low. That's why it doesn't look like it's a likely scenario compared to the positive one. However, even though it's less likely, there's still a chance that it happens, that the buying climax is over here and it's finished. But like I said, let's observe. It's less likely. Hopefully the volume will pick up and eventually show us the buying climax over here. So thanks for joining me. See you in the next session.